Going to the Pioneer Cemetery. It's early in the morning, and I guess I gotta make noise. Okay, well, Lord, keep me safe. Let's go. Hi, I'm Jenny, and today I give you the Burney Falls Pioneer Cemetery. So I went ahead and I spent the night in Burney Falls on the way home from coming back from Oregon. You'll probably have seen the video. If you haven't, it's on my channel. You can find it, of the trip when I came here on the way to Oregon. And I did that because I was wanting to, the mountain lion things got me bothered. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get my knife out. Now I feel better. Got a knife in my pocket. And brought, it's really early in the morning. There's a tent camper right there. And you see him in the, it's kind of fun. Although, half the tent looks like it fell. What a minute it has been. I was not expecting everything that I went through when I went home to help with my mom's estate. And so the underestimation of grief. You know, nobody tells you how tiring grief is, and that it comes in waves, and it can be different. Because I'm sure there's some people who lose their family and it's no big deal. They just keep going. And I'm sure there's other people who lose family and they can't go at all. And then there's me, who kind of keeps going, but then doesn't really connect in until all of a sudden I'm connected in and I felt like a rock. So now we're walking on the hike. I'm gonna make noise because I read a sign about mountain lions. I have flowers. We're going to a pioneer cemetery. Oh my gosh. And why do I only have a few flowers? I'll tell you about that in a minute. I came early because I want to hear the birds. And the birds chirp and chime early in the morning. I haven't heard any yet. Not like I expected. Here, I'll show you where we're going. Looks like it's not too smoky. Not too smoky at all. There's a really cool tree that burnt out. On my way back, I'm going to take a picture with the tuk-tuk there. I have my Lego with me. And I have a few things to clean up the cemetery. Not much. Where are we going? I don't know. And will we get there? I ain't certain. All that I know is I am on my way. This used to be a wagon trail. Long, long time ago. This used to be a wagon trail. Okay, I've been singing. The birds are starting to be loud. It's about a mile up. 3/4 of a mile? I'm not totally sure. It's nice forest the whole way. So the flower story, oh my gosh. I knew there was a cemetery, and it's a pioneer cemetery. And in 1925, they had a fire come through here, and a lot of the headstones got burnt because a lot of the headstones were wood. I do know there's a giant headstone with everybody's name on it, but there's a little girl who died a couple days from now. So I had to go to town and get some supplies. So I thought, oh, I'll get flowers. That would be so great. You know, probably hasn't had flowers on your grave in 100 years. But I was so tired. I was so tired. Because like I said, nobody, I don't know, grief is tiring. And I had different grief, but that's not why you're here. So I put the flowers in some water. And the little cabins, you can't have food or drink, so I didn't bring the flowers inside. And I took a nap because I was so tired, so tired. Like, I'm really tired right now, honestly. I kind of don't feel like hiking, but I also know that that's my body just grieving, and so maybe moving it and hiking it will be good. That's the plan, Stan. Anyways, I learned very sadly that squirrels like flowers. I don't know. There's not a lot of squirrels in the desert, and it's been a long time since I've been camping in like a forest like this. So I woke up from my nap, and the dang little guys, they ate almost all my flowers. I need some more birds to come out though. Where's the birds? And you just keep going. Stop for a second. Take a look. And I'm just singing. I'm singing on the trail, just singing on the trail. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. Stars have gone to bed, and the sun begins to shine. I'm waiting for the birds to make it a good time. We made it. Now, if you go further, you'll hit a cove. I'm not sure how I feel about that right now. But here we are at the Pioneer Cemetery. Next time I'll go that way, down to the water. Because I have to get on the road, because I have to get home, the kids start school. But here we are at the Pioneer Cemetery of Burney Falls. I did a little bit of research. I can tell you this is the headstone because like I mentioned, all these people passed. Isaac Ray is the first man to have purchased the waterfall. Can you believe the waterfall? Somebody owned the waterfall. Like in the 1800s, that guy just owned the whole waterfall and land. It's like, hi, there's my waterfall. And then I forget who bought it next, but luckily whoever he sold it to actually cared about it. Albert Peck is the man who died first, and this was his cemetery. And Hattie is his little girl that we're going to put the flowers that the squirrels didn't eat. There's around, not very many people come to this cemetery. That I can tell you. It is fenced. I mentioned Albert was buried here first. He died when his daughter was about 1 year old, 1.5. And unfortunately, of course, you know, that's got to be the one that somebody destroyed. Not unfortunately, but you know, just really don't destroy old things. We could go around here. This grave, I started to clean yesterday afternoon, but I'm going to take my brush and clean Ernest up. Ernest is the son of someone lost in the storms of earth. Then we can come around here. That's Hattie's grave, who they said they was buried next to their father, but that seems like far away. But they're somebody. That's family. That plot, I have no idea. I feel like that plot that had wooden crosses and was one of the ones that succumbed to the fire. But also, there's trees growing in it now. I don't think there's much I can do about that. This is in memory of Hattie. There's Hattie. And that's who I brought the flowers for. But I realize now probably more squirrels are going to eat your flowers, Hattie. But you know, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, she died on August 5th. It's August 2nd. Age 4 years and 27 days. There was a diphtheria. What do I want to say? Diphtheria came through the town, and a lot of people died that year. Pretty much in August of 1891. So let me put that down. There's what little left I have of flowers for Hattie. You come around here and there's this person, J.H. Weaver. He died at rest. And I couldn't exactly read this one. Freddie Weaver was in his 20s. This guy needs some love too. So we're gonna work on that one. And then this one is the one that concerned me. That's kind of why I brought my knife. My knife and my broom. So if I can, and my gloves. So if I can just get rid of that right there, I think we'll be okay. And then real quick, the other headstone that's left, which I think is fascinating, is the Mr. and Mrs. Allen. Mr. and Mrs. Allen were the first custodians of the falls, and they, once the California took hold of it, they both died in 1990. How they got buried in here, I don't know. I guess you can, if you're special, you can get buried in here. That's kind of the Pioneer Cemetery. Super small, but let's go clean some people. Lost in the storms of earth, but saved with the saints of glory, is what that says. I brought gloves so that I could yank. Probably shouldn't have a tree growing in your headstone. There we go, Ernest. Give you a little space there. Just give you a little space. I almost always have my cemetery bin in my car, but because I was going to my mom's, I didn't have it. So, thought my dad's buck knife might help. He seems to be doing really good. Okay. There we go. 6 minutes. 6 minutes and Ernest is back to normal. That's the back side of Albert. The ones out in the front look okay. Let's go back over and find that one that needs a little sweepy sweep. There's Hattie. The trail looks nice. Like I mentioned, the lady at the store said that, you know, somebody came recently. All right, let's fix you. I don't know where my songbirds are. They came early because I wanted to hear the birds. But what, are they not awake yet or something? What, are you not awake yet? Keep yourself together. I don't know. I got my little scooper shovel. I'm gonna get the moss off of here. A lot of Julys, a lot of Augusts. You can hear the road from here. Yes, you are at rest. Okay. Gave you a little breathing room there. Okay. There you go, buddy. Okay, somebody shot a hole in your thing. I really don't understand people in there. Oh, let's destroy. You have moss inside there. Hold on. Okay. Mr. Sandster. Okay. There we go. Help out the park a little bit. Yeah. Hey, you look much better, Mr. Sandster. Let's see what time it is. 7:30 in the morning. Okay, I did my part. 3 graves that needed some love. I really don't think there's anything around the corner. Okay, now something fun before I have to get on the road. I go back to reality. Oh, the kids start school on Tuesday. I forgot, this is the father, like a pastor or a priest. I was thinking to myself, why do I keep calling him father? Oh, duh, he is a pastor. Taking some tuk-tuk photos. Then I gotta go get back on the road. I'm sweating. I was doing so much work. Feels weird to sweat in the shade. I wonder what they broke out the back. Luckily, it's on a trail most people don't hike on anymore. So people can just leave it alone. I'm gonna just walk back over and look at him one more time. Looks pretty good. If I had a rake, I would rake more of these away, but I'm like, just stay put, man, stay put. Leaves. Yep, that looks better. Okay, let's go back to the burnt log on the cabin and get on the road. I just was walking and talking and not recording like usual. Oh, you know, I always say the best things when I don't record, but I think I'm recording. And then I don't even know what I said. But the sun's coming up. You can see the beautiful light on my face. Here, let me show you. There's the sun coming up. So where are you, songbirds? Where are you? Beautiful light. I still feel sad. They're the nicest people here. Jeannie and her husband are the park hosts. Lovely lady. She gave me some insider tips on cribbage because I'm trying to learn how to play cribbage. And she gave me a tip of where to go for lunch yesterday because I didn't have the right kind of food. And I didn't want to just have chicken tenders and ice cream. There's nothing wrong with that. I wanted some bacon, my soul. And so I went to the Blackberry Patch Cafe in Burney, which was lovely. Wonderful lady named River that I met there. Very sweet. Beautiful. Meadows. I just want to see what this looks like in spring. Because all these little kind of now brown. Wasn't brown in the spring. Probably hundreds of little tiny flowers. I bet. Can you hear all the birds? They came out finally. There's a little bit of flower left. Just a little bit of these purple pom-poms. Ooh, they're in the whole riverbed. Look at that. It's like a little creek bed or something. And they're all down the And what's in there? Probably a chipmunk. Maybe a squirrel. Best keep moving. I think that was milk thistle. That's what it looked like to me. Oh, look at that beautiful light coming through the trees. Oh, I love morning light. I've been up since about 5:30 because I set an alarm so I'd get myself up. Look at that meadow. What happens at the meadow at dawn? But there's my tree so I can take some pictures. And how neat. It just burned. Took me to the center of it. There's a hole there and a hole up top. The general store opens at 9, which would be nice to get a cup of coffee before I leave because I don't have any coffee. Beautiful little hike. I need to get back home to Nevada and get back to work. Enough of this wallowing in my sorrows. Well, I'll probably still be wallowing a little bit because I'm sad. I don't know. People just, I don't know how to explain it. It just hits a little different. It's lovely little meadows. The birds aren't as loud as they were yesterday morning. I hear a military aircraft somewhere. It's a hiking trail you can take, but do people take it? Probably not. People coming to camp and spend time at the lake, fish. They want to go hang out and see 7 people in a cemetery? Probably not. But that's why you have me. Because I will take you to the tiny little places that you probably won't go. Oh, he's camp packing up his stuff. That looks like a great little camp spot. It's got a picnic tables, tent camping. Now I'm back at the trail's end. I need some food. Okay. Goodbye, Pioneer Cemetery. Oh, let me show you my cabin really quick before I pack up. There's my car. I don't know how many little cabins there are here. Lots of campsites. But they do have these little cabins that have nothing. They don't have electricity. They do have propane heat. So I shouldn't say they have nothing. They have little bunk beds. They can sleep 4. Because I have all my childhood possessions in the back of my car. I don't have my camping table or my stove or half the things that I normally carry in my car in order to make camping funner and easier. I definitely enjoyed the moment or 5 that I could just rest. I got a floaty. I went in the lake. I went and had breakfast. There's my floaty. I got a noodle, went in the lake. Okay. Let's look real quick. I'll show you my cabin. There's chipmunks that live under my cabin, the squirrel. That's where he was eating my flour. But you can take a look inside and see. This is the cabin. There's my slippers and my shoes, and I brought my cot. And I had my little lantern. It works so good. And my mom's husband gave me that torch because I would probably need extra. And it is just so cute. Checkout is at 11, but I'll be on the road by 9 because it's going to be about 10 to 11 hours to get home. And there you have it. chocolate my baby at my mom's. It was just a pad from Home Depot. I don't have anything fancy. I'm realizing I have most everything that I need though. Other than some fun stuff, some food. You'll always find food on my list. You'll find beauty care because the desert just sucking the life out of me. And every once in a while you'll find some things for my niece. Okay, let's get back. Thank you. See you next time. One last look before I go. Hello. So beautiful. Oh, I want to go swimming in that. I bet you can't go swimming in there. Be grateful, make good choices in your own adventures, and I will catch you on the flip side. And thank you for your patience. And will we be there? I don't know. How will we get there? I ain't certain. All that I know is I am on my way. And now I gotta get back home because did you know I'm an official ambassador of Pahrump?